Welcome to Amplifyre's interview series. My name is Kristian, and joining me today is the CEO at Snadnee, Jan. Jan, welcome to the series. How are you today?
Hello, Kristian, and everyone who is watching today. Thank you for having me. I'm generally very optimistic because the digital transformation is gaining more and more momentum. So I'm personally happy about it, and I think we have a bright future ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic as well about 2023 and what the future holds. So let's just kick it off today because we're talking about developing software for different industries and using serverless solutions. Now, firstly, Anne, as you primarily focus in the manufacturing industry, how does software development process differ when creating software for different industries?
Basically, it is not very important for which industry we are developing. I think it's always crucial to choose one and really be an expert in it. In our case, it is manufacturing and industrial companies. And the advantage is that we know how the production works. We know what are the common problems. We know what are the opportunities. And that means this allows us to offer the clients not just, development on, whatever they come up with, we just develop it and deliver it. But we can really come up with a digital transformation consultancy. That really means, we can listen to them, we can be a partner, and then at the end of the day, the development itself, it's just easy business.
So speaking about digital transportation, let's talk about serverless architecture. Can you explain the benefits and limitations of using serverless solutions for building and deploying applications? And maybe you can give me an example of a specific use case where a company would benefit from using serverless technologies.
I think serverless is a part of the discussion in the same topic like a no code or a low code. It is a way how to really, keep focused on the core business or the core of the application, and not so we don't need to care about everything that's around. And for us as a development company, creating a software is the core business, but caring about infrastructure was always a pain, I would say. Something that's not very much in the core. So when we were looking, how to make it better and easier, we found serverless. Very easily, serverless is not, I can say what is not. It is not just a provider of your server. It is completely a new concept of services. Instead of renting those servers, you can just buy the operation directly, and you don't have to worry about how is it done or how much power do you need. You just send the request, you get a response, you pay something for that. So it's very, very easy. And the service provider really cares about everything. So we don't need to care. So for us, it means no maintenance, which is amazing. If I look at it from the point of view of our customers, probably the best thing will be that the customers, they get the best infrastructure. Much better we would be anytime soon able to provide them. And even our competitors. I mean, for example, we are working with Amazon. That's like one of the best infrastructures in the world. So no small, medium business can create something like that. So they really get the best infrastructure. The fun point about it is they only pay when they use it, and they pay depending on how they use it. So, for a lot of business applications, usually they are used like a few hours a day. Because, people just come up to their work, they work 9 to 5, and during the night or during the weekends, nobody is using it. But you pay for the server 24/7. But if something happened and you need like the maximum power, then you don't have it with your traditional server, because you would need to think about it before, buy it or rent it, and be prepared. And that's like totally different with the serverless. I mean, if you are not using it, you are paying nothing or very little. And if you need power in minutes or seconds, you just have it, whatever you need.
You know, it's I hear there's a lot of benefits, you know, and all the things that you're talking about, but what would be, you know, the negatives or the cons of having serverless solutions?
I would say basically it is not easy to migrate your app to serverless just like that. You need to rewrite usually part of the code, sometimes very significant part of the code. Sometimes you just need to create a whole new app. So instead of, you know, moving from one server provider to other server provider with the infrastructure you have, you know, when moving from the classic cloud or server provider to serverless, usually it means you need to design the app like again, or significantly changed, which of course generates some costs.
You know, you mentioned about different providers like Amazon. Maybe you can walk me through the trade-offs that you would consider when choosing between the different serverless services offered by cloud providers.
The situation for serverless is a bit simpler. I would say, you know, if we speak about cloud providers, there are three major cloud providers: Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. But if we speak about serverless, Amazon is the only one who has really wide range of serverless services. Because, usually application that we create is using like from 12 to 20 services. So some of them are really available in any of these, you know, providers, but some of them are really special. For example, we had a client where we built a video platform, you know, conversion of 4K videos to multiple resolutions and qualities. And this service then was offered only by Amazon, and I can, you know, continue. So right now, if we speak about serverless, Amazon is most advanced right now. But of course, this is like very competitive game, so this can definitely change in time.
And quickly on security, you know, what does this look like with serverless service? Is it, you know, more secure than having it on a server somewhere? Or maybe you can tell us just a bit about that.
I would say this is usually a religious question, because it is not about right or wrong. It is usually about what do you believe. In general, the point of view we have is that, you know, the security on a service from Amazon or Microsoft or Google will be always much better than a server or infrastructure we can have, you know, here in our office or in any data center. Simply, you know, it's their core business and they spend 24/7 to making it better, not our core business. So if somebody is really thinking if to do it, and especially if we speak about small, medium enterprises, usually if you consider having it on premise or in the cloud or serverless, usually the security on a cloud is just much way better because they have this scale. If we will be speaking about serverless itself, we don't need to care, and that's the magic about it. I mean, we send the request. We don't care which server will process it. We don't care how they will do it, whatever. We just get the response and we pay for that. So it's like super easy, super scalable. You have 100% availability. Even the companies don't like to guarantee this. You really have 100% guarantee, because if one server fails, there is another server. It is just very, very complex systems, which would be very hard to create in your business and environment.
Really interesting. And lastly, Jan, since we're running out of time, if people are interested in what you guys are doing over there at Snadnee, where can they find out more?
Definitely our website, snadnee.com. where you can find everything about the digital transformation service we do. I mean, like I said, it is not our core business to provide the server consultancy, but it is our core business to create an apps that runs on serverless. So really on our website or my LinkedIn, just send a connection request, and I would be happy to speak about any topic that can interest the viewers.
Brilliant. So go ahead over to their website, their LinkedIn. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot out to Jan. Jan, I just want to say thank you so much for joining today. It was a really interesting conversation, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Kristian. Have a nice day.